Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is No Man's Sky. I just had what I would call a rocky ride as a game. There's been a lot of questions about what was shown and what was delivered. What you're seeing now is of my game, my world. This is my ship. It's my 4th ship. I've collected them from planets. Now, the big question is, does No Man's Sky deliver? If you looked at the footage from, which is widely available on YouTube for EA, the E3, sorry, 2014 and 2015, the footage that is shown there is significantly different to, well, significantly, a great deal different to what's delivered. However, I remember watching an interview with Sean Murray of Hello Games, in which he said don't fall for the hype. I mean, remember, there were a team of 15 people. This was a side project that Sean took on. It grew legs, arms, wings, and an entire army of hype behind it. What they have achieved here is phenomenal. There's no doubting that. I mean, there's 18 quadrillion star systems here, all of which with their own unique individual ecosystems, planets, space stations and other things. What they possibly haven't done is achieved is the levels that they would have liked to, but you've got to, at some point you've got to make some money. How long do you keep pushing on with the game, attempting to stall its development? I'm just going to stop here. Actually, I've just seen some gold, I think, so we're going to have a quick land here. Stall its development, hold it back, wait for wait for it to actually happen. I think what they've done here is amazing. I mean, this is the first time I've visited this planet. It's pretty barren, but at the same time there will be unique things here that I'm bound to find, and it is gold, so we'll have that. Elementally we can sell this. Am I disappointed? No. Is it quite what I think they wanted to deliver? No, I don't think it is either. I think when I first saw it and started playing it, I would describe it as a walking simulator. And I know that sounds maybe possibly a little cruel, but the whole point of No Man's Sky is exploration. It's gigantic. It's huge. I can't possibly see everything that's in this game within my lifetime. That in itself is an achievement. I mean, nobody else is ever going to see, well, apart from you watching on YouTube, is going to see this planet. There's a very unlikely that I will ever, any other person will ever visit this planet. And that in itself is huge. It's absolutely huge. I mean, unfortunately, I've landed on the most unexciting planet ever. I was going to give you a bit more of a show here, but let's see what else is here before I completely disregard it. I mean, that you explore, you wander around it, and the point is to take in, and again, as I say, the most boring planet possible. However, it's rich in colours. There's ships flying over. You can see the other planets in the system above it. Let's just stand up here. Yeah, it's pretty boring, let's be honest. But it's as I say, it's a phenomenal achievement. Let me just find another. Let's see if there's another planet in the sector. I'm sure there's a few actually that I haven't been to. So let's just take off and get back into space. But this is just one small corner of it. I by my own admission, I've probably spent now over 40 hours, 40 maybe 50 hours, and I've only visited a handful of planets. I've not followed the sort of the storyline of going to the centre of the universe. No, I've just taken in the vista. I've taken you know, hundreds of photos of the planets that I've visited, because again, I'm very likely to be the only person who ever goes there. And I think that's one of the most phenomenal parts about the game. That, let's go to this one. It's probably going to be really hot considering how close it is to the sun. But that's the joy of this. These are planet-sized planets. They're flora and fauna. Certainly, well, let's be honest. I think the plants and the rocks and the other things, they're quite well designed. Yeah, you could say they're quite samey, but again, you've got to remember, small team, quadrillions of planets. It's just it's difficult to do anything else. Let's have a look at this. Sorry, I forgot to charge my engines before I did it. Let's go there. Let's recharge that. Go this way. I think it's a phenomenal game. And I like walking games. The freedom to go. I mean, I described it to a friend as sort of a bit like exploring a Minecraft thing forever. That's it. The vistas are there. I stand in Minecraft and look at the vistas and go, wow, this is just amazing. Look at the water. Look at the plants. Look at the things that are there. So yeah, I'm not disappointed. I'm not at all. I think that those people who were disappointed were the ones that wanted more than was actually possible, and what was more than was genuinely realistic. Whoa! I managed to shoot one down. Wow, that surprised me. I didn't expect that to happen. Let's see if I get another one. Wow! Gosh. Wow. That doesn't. That's the second time I think I've shot down a ship. I'm quite pleased with myself there. Sorry. Let's go here. I don't know if that was the planet I was flying towards before, but it doesn't really make any difference. There are people who have played the first planet for 30 hours. I actually think that this is the kind of thing, you know, I'm quite convinced at this point that Hello Games has made a lot of money. I don't know whether it's the billions that Activision make from Call of Duty, but if it's anywhere near millions, remember that games like Grand Theft Auto 5, that cost nearly 200 million to produce. The result was £1 billion of profit on the first day alone, I believe, without even anything else. Now, if No Man's Sky take, I don't know, 100 million, No Man's Sky 2 will have all of those features. It will be fully kitted out. But then again, they might want this is a labour of love. You know, Sean created this from Hello Games, started creating this as on the side, just to see if he could. Maybe as a labour of love, he will continue to do so. Maybe he will continue to expand on this game. Maybe they will develop it further. I think that this is just the cusp of it. This is one of these things. This is the possibility. This could be continue to be developed. It could go on for years. As it stands, 30 to 40 hours of play thus far has well and truly covered the cost. Wow, we got trees. Let's go see if we can find something. Oh, there we go. We're on the cusp of something here. It's very possible that this becomes something more than it is, because I think they wanted it to be something more than it is. Which is good, in so many ways. Looks like it's going to be a cool planet. But I've never been here before. Look at this. It's covered in trees, it's covered through in sort of grass and other things. Let's analyse a few things. And everything we're talking about here, I can scan and do. And the way I like this game, I like exploring, I like wandering around, I like moving away from my ship. I like looking over the edges and going, oh god, that's a long way down. You know, that it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. There is nothing to complain about here. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing at all to complain about. Just look at the view for a second. And that stretches for miles and miles and miles and miles. No Man's Sky is a significant and important achievement in gaming. The ability to create worlds to this level without the need for people to art and design it makes No Man's Sky No Man's Sky incredibly important to the future of gaming. I can see more and more games wanting to do a similar sort of thing. I've been Generic Demon. Thank you for watching.